Well, I'm Alan Dale from GaleForceWins, and I got to tell you, I'm having a wonderful time here at Keyin College, downtown St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. The entire Keyin team are here at the convention center. They're sharing ideas, they're collaborating, they're trying to make their offering better for the students. It's a journey of continuous improvement. Keyin College is not just here in St. John's, it's across this entire province. They reach deep into our community and they make a difference deep into our communities. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Hi, my name is Perrier, and I'm the Director of Rural Operations for Keyin Campus. I oversee Stephenville Campus, the Gander Campus, and the Grand Falls Campus.
Okay, so that's spread out.
Spread out a little bit. It's a new role for me. Yeah.
Talk to me about day to day. What does that role look like?
Day to day, it's overseeing sort of. I guess I'll start at the beginning when we bought back the franchises in September. Sat down with Greg and Steve, and we did a sort of a plan for that first year and what that was going to look like. And we sort of looked at that role as being somebody who would basically provide stability for current staff, current students at all locations. Would sort of build confidence through our first semester going into after Christmas, and sort of prepare ourselves for growth. Starting next September. So it's generally been a 1 year sort of plan that we have in place. My role is just to see sort of oversee the campus operations, the financial, the day-to-day sort of running of the campus, in terms of, I don't know, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's important for a college like Keyin to be a part of the community that they exist in. They're not just a bubble there, sitting somewhere in the middle of the town or whatever. They're an integral part of the community. They touch a lot of people day to day. Talk to me about the importance of being so invested within the community.
Sure, I think that's one of the things we've been missing in some of our local communities, and a big part of my position now will be to sort of develop that community engagement with our local stakeholders in terms of talking to the businesses that are in the area and in all those regions, and looking at developing more relationships and getting out there and sort of, the goal of Keyin is to be an industry-driven college, and that's sort of path we've taken. And I think it's really important for us to sort of get out there and work within all communities because again, I know in the Stephenville area, in terms of our campus there, in the Grand Falls, there's so much potential.
Yeah.
There's so much potential there, so much opportunity. So it's really important for us to sort of get out and start to grow those campuses, as well as our other locations in the province.
And a solution in Stephenville might not look the same as in Grand Falls and the case, and that's why somebody like you's in the mix here to try to figure out what works best in that particular location at that particular time. Not to say that you can't learn from the other groups, you probably do, but just fashioning it to meet this. You mentioned there's so much opportunity. Talk to me about the opportunity that you see.
So in terms of, there's so much potential, like for example, in the Stephenville area, we've got the GH2, the wind energy, the hydrogen talk. There's talk of a lot of mining in the area and potential opportunities there. In Grand Falls, Windsor, you have the gold mine development in that area. There's just, I think, a lot of opportunity. I was in Gander a couple of weeks ago for I guess the government announced sort of a $32 million wildlife fire funding to help in that location. So again, there's opportunity there for us to sort of to build the Keyin brand and to sort of get in there and tap into some of those markets.
You've touched on some pretty big, important projects in Newfoundland, right? Whether it's renewable energy or whether it's mining at the moment. Those are big things, and when you look at it from an education point of view, man, there's jobs in there that need to be trained for that we don't even know exist right now. Like, that's pure opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, like I said, there's a lot of, the potential is there. We just need to sort of get out there and find that potential and work with it and work with the community partners and the stakeholders in order to build that footprint, I guess, in those areas.
Yeah, it must be good to know that if you see that opportunity and you, Keyin as an organization, say we're going to get behind that, to know that there's such a great team here to fashion solutions.
Yeah, no, team is fantastic. like I said, since Greg and Steve took over, it's always been there. I mean, there's been a great team since they started, or since Keyin was built, but since Craig and Steve took over 6 years ago, it's grown, in leaps and bounds. And like I said, I think it's important for us to sort of continue that growth now in the rural communities of the province. Our ability now to teach in a hybrid manner and have students online, we're able to touch all facets of the province and all locations within the province. So I think that, it bodes well for the future for Keyin.
Well, there you have it. Keyin College making impact around the entire province of Newfoundland and Labrador, diving deep into the very communities that those students come from. Very much appreciate your conversation.
Thank you.